Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. The issue of William Ruto's malls in Azimio can now not be overlooked, going on a revelation made by an MCA in Vihiga who was elected through ODM party. This MC about 2 days ago revealed that he was elected through ODM party, but on the presidential vote, he gave William Samoei Ruto. So we have an ODM candidate who contests through ODM party, is voted in, but inwardly, he does not support Raila's candidature. Have a look at this before we proceed.
Mimi nilichaguliwa ODM, lakini mimi nilipigia kura Ruto. Manake huyo ndio mtu mimi nasikia. Nikitaka hata nikipigia simu pia nasikia yeye. Mimi sisemi uongo. Lakini mtu ambaye anatoa pesa maandamano ya sufuria hapa Vihiga ni Profesa Nandi. Yeye ndio anachangia, mnaona vitu vinafanyika hapa. Yeye alikuwa mtu ya Eugene Wamalwa. Na pesa ilikuwa inakuja hapa sana kwa university wakati wa elections. Tunataka serikali iangalie hiyo maneno. Pesa ilikuja hapa sana hapo kwa university. Na tena hatutaki huyu mtu ambaye hataki manifesto ya President Ruto kufanyika, ambayo ni hustler nation kufaidika. Tunataka mahasala waandikwe hapo kwa university. Sio? Na mahasala ni cleaners. Nyinyi mnasikia hata kampuni ya kufagia hapo inatoka Nakuru. Na wamefuta hapo.
Yes. That's Banja Ward MCA and ODM MCA. And if you look at Vihiga County, Hamisi constituency at now Banja Ward, ODM party was the dominant party in that area. So it's clear as to why this MCA might have contested through ODM party. He knew that that was the dominant party in that area. Not that he was supporting Raila Odinga or he was supporting Azimio. He contested through ODM party purely to win the MCA seat. And that's exactly what is happening with most of these elected leaders. They are not very honest with the electorates. They come donning a party, or they come pretending that they support these ideals, but their ideals are actually opposite. If you look at Kenya Kwanza and Azimio, and when I talk about these things, I'm not taking sides, I'm just stating facts as they are. My concerns will not allow me to pretend here. If you look at Kenya Kwanza and you look at Azimio, these are two political formations with very different ideologies going on, the leaders leading these political formations. Look at Raila Odinga, look at William Ruto. Look at Raila's past political track records and look at William Ruto's past political track records. Raila is known as a reformer, someone who fought for some positive causes that in the end resulted in Kenyans enjoying some democratic space in this country. And that's something that is highly attributed to Raila Odinga. On the side of William Ruto is not known to have fought for anything. In fact, William Ruto started his politics with YK92. Immediately, he was from the university. YK92 is something that brought a lot of miseries on Kenyans. It was the goons wing of Nyayo regime that was being used by Nyayo government to silence critics. That's how William Ruto started his politics. So if you look at William Ruto's political ideologies and Raila's political ideologies, they are worlds apart. And even as of now, look at the top leaders surrounding Raila Odinga, all the leaders who have been with Raila Odinga all this time, and then you look at those who have been with William Samoei Ruto. I believe that in the last year's presidential election, that divide was very clear. And any leader who was supporting William Ruto, in my honest opinion, that's a leader who admired the Goonism in William Samoei Ruto. That's something that is very, very clear. So if you look at a leader who is crossing over to Ruto now, chances are very high that that was a leader who was supporting William Ruto even before the elections. But because the ground was pro Raila Odinga, they were forced to pretend to be supporting Raila Odinga. And that's why we are seeing all these elected leaders in Azimio crossing over. So it's incumbent upon the electorates to actually vet these politicians even before you give them your votes. A leader who is a pretender, you can easily know a leader who is a pretender. He is always not very steadfast or very consistent in his fight for the democratic ideals or for the good of the people. Let me give one good example. Right now, Kenyans are crying out for help. Kenyans were on the streets actually agitating for better governance. Some elected leaders were silent, and most of leaders who were elected through Azimio, they were silent. In fact, they could not be seen anywhere. Come 2027, you will now see them becoming very vocal that they are pretending that now they are supporting Raila or they are supporting Azimio or supporting the cause that the people are trying to push. That's one way of knowing some of these hypocrites. They are not there when they are actually needed. You only see them when maybe they are seeking for votes. That's something that Kenyans should actually know. And this MC has just exposed that. And still, even right now in Azimio, I believe that there are still so many moles who are just there because maybe the areas they come from, Raila or Azimio is still the dominant political outfit. They are still there. And that's why it's also incumbent upon the Azimio leadership to also start weeding out and exposing such leaders early in advance so that we don't go to an election. Then after the elections, we see disappointments. Leaders who people had hopes and faith in actually disappointing the people. Look at Jalango, Langata Member of Parliament. Look at Kisumu Senator. Look at Uriri Member of Parliament. These are leaders who were elected simply because they were in ODM party. Upon getting into power, they have actually made a U-turn. It's high time Kenyans should be wise before they elect any leader. And this goes on to expose as to the reason why in each election year we are seeing Raila's votes being stolen. The people who are surrounding him do not mean well for him. It's high time that is corrected. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Any other person who may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.